Welcome to Sleepy Nights, your peaceful escape into a world of calm stories, soft whispers, and relaxing bedtime vibes.
On the fifth night, the world felt especially still. Emily climbed into bed, pulling her blanket up to her chin. The little round clock rested on the wall, quiet and steady. Tick, tock, tick, tock. But just as her eyes began to close, all the tiny painted stars shimmered at once. Not brightly, just softly, like they were breathing. Emily drifted into sleep, and this time she found herself standing in a place between night and morning. The sky above her was deep blue at one edge and pale gold at the other. Stars sparkled on one side, while the first hint of sunrise glowed on the horizon. Beside her floated the silver star. "You've traveled through dreams," it said gently. "You've calmed rushing clocks. You've turned worries into light. Tonight, you see where night ends." In the distance stood the keeper of gentle time, glowing softly as before. Around the keeper, the floating clocks shimmered peacefully. But now, something new was happening. With every slow tick, a star faded from the sky, and a beam of warm sunlight took its place. Tick, star fades. Tock, sunlight grows. Emily watched as the sky slowly brightened. "Does the magic go away when morning comes?" she asked. The keeper smiled kindly. "Magic changes shape. At night, it glows softly. In the day, it shines brightly." The silver star floated closer to Emily's hand. "You carry it with you," it whispered. Emily looked down and saw a tiny sparkle resting in her palm. It felt warm, not hot, like sunshine through a window. As the sky turned fully golden, the floating clocks slowed together. Tick, tock. The keeper gently raised a hand, and the velvet night folded itself like a blanket being tucked away. The silver star drifted upward, returning to its place among the painted stars of her little clock. Emily felt herself floating back down. The golden sky faded. The velvet blue disappeared. Her bedroom walls returned, calm and familiar. Soft morning light slipped through her curtains. The clock hung quietly on the wall. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Normal again. But something felt different. Emily opened her eyes slowly. The room was peaceful. The night light was off. Birds chirped faintly outside. And for just one tiny second, she saw one painted star give a gentle wink before becoming still. Emily smiled. She stretched her arms and sat up, feeling rested and bright. She knew now that every night held gentle magic, not loud or flashy, but soft and kind. And every morning carried a little piece of stardust into the day. The clock kept ticking. Time moved forward. But it no longer felt like something to hurry. It felt like something to float on. And with that warm, quiet thought, Emily began a brand new day, carrying the calm of the stars inside her heart. That night, Emily felt a little excited as she climbed into bed. She had brushed her teeth, put on her pajamas, and tucked herself under her cozy blanket. The little round clock on the wall ticked quietly, just as always. Tick, tock, tick, tock. But as Emily stared at it, she noticed something new. The silver hands of the clock were gleaming brighter than usual, and the stars around the edge seemed to twinkle in a rhythm she had never noticed before. A soft, whispering voice floated from the clock. "Emily." She blinked, but the room still looked the same. "Emily, follow the silver hands," the voice said. Before she knew it, Emily felt herself rising gently from her bed. She floated toward the clock. The hands began to move backward slowly, spinning in reverse, but not in a frightening way. Instead, it felt like being drawn through a tunnel of soft silver light. When she opened her eyes again, she was in a place that looked like her bedroom, but everything was different. The walls shimmered like liquid silver, and the ceiling was dotted with countless tiny clocks, all ticking together in harmony. "Welcome," said the silver star, hovering nearby. "This is the Hall of Moments. Each tick you hear here holds a memory, a dream, or a tiny piece of time meant just for you." Emily floated forward and touched one of the shimmering clocks. Immediately, a memory appeared before her like a little bubble of light. She saw herself laughing with her friends in the park, building a sandcastle, and even the cozy mornings she spent with her family. "Every tick preserves something precious," said the star. "And every tock keeps it safe." Emily's eyes widened as she realized she could touch more bubbles, each one sparkling with warmth. She watched her dreams of flying on a cloud bunny, wandering through the midnight garden, and calming the worry puff, all preserved here in gentle light. Then she noticed the silver hands of the big clock in the center pointing directly at her. The star whispered, "It's time to make a wish, Emily. Something small, kind, and true." Emily thought for a moment. She remembered the worry puff and the rushing clocks. She thought of all the children she knew, and even herself, who sometimes felt anxious or restless at night. "I wish," she said softly, "that every child could feel calm and safe when they go to sleep." The silver hands glowed brightly. Tick, tock, tick, tock. A wave of soft silver light spread through the Hall of Moments. Each little clock pulsed gently, and Emily could see tiny sparkles drifting out, ready to visit children all over the world. "You have a kind heart," said the star, "and your wishes carry farther than you can imagine." Emily felt herself floating back toward her bed. The Hall of Moments faded, leaving her room peaceful and quiet. The little round clock ticked softly on the wall. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The silver hands glimmered faintly in the moonlight, as if winking at her. Emily snuggled under her blanket, a smile spreading across her face. Some magic, she realized, didn't just live in dreams, it lived in the gentle moments between the ticks of time. And that night, she slept deeper than ever, surrounded by stardust, silver light, and the quiet promise of kind, peaceful dreams.